So, trending naman ngayon, yung work from home daw makes you dumber, lazy, and all these negative attributes to people working from home. So, pag-usapan natin yan. I'm Do, I'm an entrepreneur and a digital marketing freelancer. And in my channel, madaming nagaganap pero lately gusto ko maging part ng magandang mga advocacies using social media platforms on trending issues. Alam mo yun, teach my students about business and promote just positivity. So kung feeling mo makaka-relate ka, please consider subscribing to my channel at mag-comment at kung ano nung mga dapat gawin niyo sa channel ko. Anyway, let's talk about work from home. Kasi trending ngayon to. Don't know kung this is another rage baiting strategy, 'di ba? Usong-uso ngayon 'yan. But I guess it is. So, kung ano man 'yan, I wanna talk about it anyway. So, ito na nga, nag-trending sila ngayon kasi according to them, working from home daw is boring, makes you dumber, promotes laziness, and puro mga negative yung sinabi nila. Alright, so for 10 years, I worked in the corporate. And for that long 10 years, I was thankful. I made a lot of friends. But at the same time, for 10 long years, I was hoping na sana hindi iyon yung work ko. You're grateful kasi meron kang work. Pero sana may iba. Sometimes my office mates and we would talk about, starting a new business.
Kahit magtitinda na lang ako ng bigas, hindi ako dati mag-isip.
So, I wanted something na ma-enjoy ko. So, if not possible na makahanap ako ng work na ma-enjoy ko, something that will allow me na ma-enjoy ang life. Kasi everyday pissed off ka na sa traffic, sa commute sa Pilipinas, pagdating mo ng office, tapos nagbabackstaban yung mga tao. People who are working but pissed off sa mga trabaho nila. Ikaw, trabaho ka ng trabaho, tapos pupupolitika ka pa. So that was my story. I'm not saying na ganyan yung story sa lahat, but that was me. I was really hoping to get a job or a business outside work. So yun yung gusto ko talaga mangyari. So I searched and started doing business in 2017, pero that's another story. Dito tayo mag-focus sa work from home. So I've been working from home since 2017 nga, in different companies. So may direct clients ako noon, may agencies. Sobrang dami ko natutunan. I feel like ang dami kong skills na nadadagdag sa akin every time may bago akong client or I'm with a new company. So I earn more, especially kung sinisipag ako if I choose to work with more clients. Na-try ko din yung corporate work from home. So, ibig sabihin, you work from home pero in a company. So, may mga kasama ka. So, all this, maganda talaga yung work from home. I can spend more time with my family and my goals. I've been able to take care of my business, yung restaurant namin. Kasi dito din ako sa restaurant nag-work. So, there's so much flexibility, opportunities, and freedom. Pero, one thing na nakita ko na nagpapakomplicate sa lahat. Alright, but to emphasize, bago ko sabihin, not in general, okay? But this is one thing na nakita ko that makes work from home complicated. Alam nyo kung ano? Filipino. Filipino HRs. Again, not everyone, okay? Don't hate me. Filipino HRs, Filipino managers are driving companies crazy. So, I mean, if you work directly with the client, there's normally no problem. Kasi na-try ko na. I work directly with clients. I work with corporate. Parehong work from home ang setup. Normally, mga client ko, no need to log in and log out, no? Once you're done at work and your output is okay, pwede ka na matulog and you can go on with your life and errands. Sometimes, meron akong client sa US base siya, panggabi. Ina-allow niya ako. Sabi niya sa akin, but if you prefer working in the morning, it's okay. But I hope na kung meron tayong scheduled meetings, maka-attend ka. So, ganun lang. And then sabi niya, okay, so when everything's done, tapos ka na sa work, you can go on with your life. Ganun lang. Pero, if there are Filipinos in the middle, ay grabe. Filipinos are, okay, magagaling naman talaga ang mga Filipino, pero parang minsan sa iba nagagamit. Okay, short story muna. Last year, 2023, I was able to get a job. Kasi, ganito nangyari. So, we went to Singapore with my family, and 2 months kami doon. And during that time, I had to give up other job kasi hindi ko siya pwedeng dalhin sa Singapore. For some reason, nagulat ako bakit hindi. Okay, work from home naman. So, nagkaroon ako ng problem doon. So, when I was in Singapore, enjoy ko na lang yung vacation. But, during that time, I was also looking for a job. Until, I think, around February of 2023, nakapasok ako sa isang company. So, malayong malayo yung sweldo niya compared sa mga dati kong sweldo kasi sobrang baba ng sweldo nun. Ng company na yun. As in, sobrang baba. Okay, pero ang nag-interview sa akin, taga-US. Pero pagpasok ko doon, ang dami palang Filipino. So, may team. So, dumating sa point na ang dami na namin sa team and nagkaroon pa ng Filipino na manager, may inassign. That's when the problems started. Why? Kasi yung mga Pilipino, sila yung mga tagapagmana yata ng kumpanya. Kasi kung umasta, akala mo anak ng CEO. Okay, so paano ba nangyari yon? So since may manager na, napunta ako sa sales, okay? And I think I was there for 2 months na. And yung Philippine team that time, wala pang sales na nakikreate. Kasi there are China team and there are Philippine team and then there's US team. Yung Philippine team, wala pang sales. So, ang nangyari is, sabi kasi nung company, nagsisimula pa lang daw sila. There's no setup system yet. Okay, so I made my own way. So, hindi ako magyayabang dito ha. This is just what really happened. Alam ng mga tao yan. On my 3rd month, naggumawa ako ng sarili kong strategy sa sales. On my 3rd month, I generated my first sale. Tapos, dumami yon until napapansin na ako ng CEO at sinabi ng every Monday kasi may meeting at sabi ng CEO, bakit hindi natin tanungin si June? Kasi, they call me June there. Bakit hindi natin siya tanungin? He's generating so much sales. Bakit hindi siya mag-train sa mga co-agents, sales associates niya? So, nangyari, yung ibang Filipino doon, tinuruan ko kung ano yung ginagawa ko. And then, insecurities came in. Ang daming na insecure ng mga Filipino. Kasi nga, sino ba naman to, di ba? Okay. So, ang daming na insecure doon. So, nagkaroon ng pagkatalo. Tapos, meron pang one time, nire-reshuffle kami. Ito pang maganda sa nangyari. Nire-reshuffle kami. And every time, kahit saan ako mapunta, ako pa rin yung top 1 agent doon sa company na yon. So, for more than a year, I was the top agent for sales in that company. So, everything's okay until ginawan ako ng storya. Na, kasi gusto na nila akong mawala. Kasi ganito nga, meron silang sistema na gustong gawin. Kaya lang, for so many months na papalit-palit sila ng sistema, wala silang napapatunayan. So, ibig ko sabihin sa walang napapatunayan, wala silang napoprove na system that will generate sale. Pero ako, ang dami kong sales. At saka ang lalaki, mga huge companies talaga. So, yun yung nangyari. Kaya lang, since lagi nga ako napapansin, they made up stories. Actually, nakipag-away pa ako nun. Di naman away, pero nakipagsagutan ako nun sa HR. Why would you fire me knowing na I'm working ng maayos, I'm giving my best, blah, 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 blah. So, at the end of the day, I got fired. That's the only company that I got an IR. I got fired. Diba? And it was really unfair kasi alam nga kaya feeling ko unfair talaga. Ang liit masyado ng sweldo nyo para gawin nyo to sa akin. I've had better. After that, parang few months later, nagkaroon ako ng bagong work, a new client. So right now, I tried working with an agency again, which is managed by Filipino. So di pa ako nagsawa. Well, ayoko muna kasi ng direct client. Pero meron akong isang direct client, okay? But right now, when I saw this agency, kasi medyo mas malaki talaga yung income niya, yung offer. So, pinatos ko na to. Yung client ko would always tell me na well, every time matapos yung meeting namin, tapos sasabihin niya sa akin na, okay, so this is what we're gonna do today. Ito lang. And once you're done, you're good to go. Okay, tapos sabi pa sa akin nung pinaka-CEO, I don't care kung ano man yung usapan niyo sa agency, but at the end of the day, we're working together. We are partners here, and at the end of the day, tayo yung dalawa yung mag-uusap. Okay, so bahala ka na kung paano mo susundin yung sa company, pero yung sa agency nyo, pero yung tayo should be okay. So ganun yung client ko. But what makes it difficult is yung agency talaga. So sila talaga madalas, okay? But you know, for confidentiality, hindi ako magbabanggit ng any companies. Kung gusto niyo malaman, i-PM niyo na lang. At gusto niyo maiwasan, okay? Anyway, Normally, yung clients are very understanding and ang dami mo talagang matututunan kapag nag-work from home ka. So, ang daming skills na madadagdag sa'yo which are very relevant skills. So, something na magagamit mo talaga. Especially now, nasa technology era talaga tayo, social media. So, at the end of the day, ang work from home, the best talaga. For me so I don't think it makes you dumber or lazy kasi it's your personality. If working from home makes you dumber, ibig sabihin you're already dumb before. Nung pang nag-work ka sa corporate, baka ganyan ka na talaga. So, baka wala ka naman talagang disiplina. So, when you started working from home, edi lalo ka nawala ng disiplina, di ba? Okay talagang work from home, but you know, what makes it complicated are yung kapwa natin. I'm really sorry, but sabi ko nga, itong video na to is, I don't want to promote negativity, but I think based to sa experience ko, right? So anyway, let's promote positivity. Clearly, nauuso ngayon yung rage baiting. Mag-ingat tayo guys kapag nagre-react tayo sa mga video. And let's make sure na yung reaction natin sa mga video natin is also, bago tayo mag-react, check muna natin yung video, 'di ba? Kasi uso-uso ngayon 'yan, yung mga information na nilalabas nila para lang magalit tayo. You know why? Kasi pag nagalit ka, more engagement, 'di ba? Syempre, magalit hindi makatiis. Ang dahil mo sasabihin doon sa social media. O, dahil mo sinabi nagalit, may patong-patong, may nagalit pang iba. So, clearly rage baiting siya and negative marketing. So, it gives you more attention pero you're doing a business, guys. So, if you're just there for attention, you might want to check yung impact niyan sa company nyo. Kasi, nakita ko din, nabasa ko din dun sa mga comment section na ang dami ring reklamo about the company that they're promoting. So, parang it's a reflection of really who you are. Right? So, anyway, so that's my conclusion sa trending na to. Thank you guys for listening. Sana nakapag-promote ulit tayo ng positive vibes dito. So, chill lang tayo and let's be better and stay positive. Sana subscribe to my channel. Comment kayo dyan. So, para sana no bashing. And that's it.